Oh, hello. Hi, guys. Welcome to our Try This Tuesday. It's live. It means, well, there's a lot of chaos at these, but they're so fun and they are inspired by the questions that you give us. So, in any comment that you give us, uh, in any in our community, when you ask us a question about an exercise, it inspires these live. So thank you for being here. Make sure while we're doing this live, if you're watching live, you can actually post comments. That's why my computer is here, so I can see them. So if you have questions while we're doing this, please post them here. If you're watching this after it's live, hi, thanks for being here. And you can still post the comments and questions. I'll answer them. And then again, any questions that you post, they inspire future lives. So today we're talking about the Wunda Chair, and we're doing this today because fingers crossed, y'all, I'll be doing your Try These Tuesdays from the road. We've got some interesting ones planned for you. I think that it's important to know options that you can have to work on your body and your practice wherever you are. So I'm excited to give you those. But today we're on the Wunda Chair, and we're doing no springs Wunda Chair tips. And I've got 3 exercises I want to show you. I'm going to show you a reverse swan teaser. I'm going to show you the big twist teaser. I'm going to show you the pull-ups. Now, I'm going to be really honest. It is like 38 degrees outside. I just walked 4.5 miles in it, so I'm extremely cold. So we're going to see how this works out. But before I show you these exercises, let me talk to you about why you'd want to do it with no spring. One, you do look like a badass when you do it with no spring. It's like, whoa, look what I can do. It's kind of like, think Cirque du Soleil. This is Bayonne. Yeah, hi, buddy. You can sit. Thank you. Good boy. You just look super, super cool when you do these exercises with no spring. I'll show you in a second. You'll be like, oh, she looks so cool. 2, it's very revealing about where you are using the spring or riding the spring, right? So like, if you are using the spring to keep you up or put you back up, it's going to tell you that pretty quickly. So it's a good tool to do that. Also, it's just a really awesome challenge. If you've been like, oh, that exercise is just getting a little easy for me, taking the spring off is just going to reveal like where you could actually have better challenge for yourself in your practice. So let's do the reverse swan teaser first. I'll show you the actual exercise with the spring and then I'll take it off. So this is one of my favorite teasers. Actually, I think it is super hard and super fun, but you'd find your teaser, you take your hands back, and then you would roll your upper body down and up, right? And you're trying to leave your lower back behind. The spring could push you up here. If you want to make it harder, you could stay back there and you can do your elbow bends and lift, right? So that's with the spring. Now, let's take it off. So here's the first tricky thing. The pedal is not going to be where I expect it to be, right? So I'm going to get into position and then I have to roll all the way down, find the pedal, and pick it back up. And then it's going to pull me down because that's what gravity does. And I have to tell it how far I want to go. So it's going to really reveal where I might be riding the spring, because if I can't get up, that means the spring's been pushing me up, right? So that's just information for you. You can also do the pumps here and then lift. And then you have to go all the way down again, leave the pedal, and then roll up. So it's a fun way to do your reverse swan teaser. I love it. I think it looks so cool. So, okay. Oh, Kay McRae, she can't wait to get her chair. Whoa, Kay, I can't wait till you get it too. Kay is one of our OPC members and has our one of our memberships where we have a chair workout, a Cadillac workout, performer workout, a mat workout, and all our weeklies. So if you have a chair at home, we have 50-minute workouts for you, and you'll be really excited. This month is all about the side body strength. Okay, so that is the reverse swan teaser. Now let me show you the big twist. First, we'll do it with a spring, so if you can see how much you'll want the spring. This one, you are on a teaser on a diagonal, and then you reach the pedal away, and you get really long, and then you fold back up. So you can see how the spring's probably really useful, but I feel like I do a really good job making that look really pretty. And I know because when I try to do it without a spring, A, it's a little scary. And then B, oh, I can see, oh, I'm using the springs to tip me over, and I'm using the spring to trust to roll over. So it's just information so when I put a spring back on, I can I can keep that in mind so that I don't just fall into the spring like I do. All right, so now um, here we go, the pull-ups. So the pull-ups typically done on one top, one bottom, right? That's really nice and easy. You stand on your pedal, you place your hands, and you lift the pedal up, right? Without leaning forward, which I was totally doing. Now, if you want to challenge yourself, or if you're a smaller person, some of you I know who are watching, I know how tall you are. One top and bottom would be too much. Spring would actually throw you over your chair or feel like that. So you do a middle bottom. But maybe you're getting stronger in your practice and you could do two bottoms, right? So for a long time, I was working my way to two bottom springs. But if you don't use it, you lose it. So let's see what happens. Oh yeah, cheated so much, leaned so far forward. But once you get moving, you can always kind of adjust. Now, if you're like, no, I need a party trick. Two bottom springs is not cool enough. It doesn't show that like I could be in the circus. It's totally fine. You can do this with one or no springs. So I can tell you right now, probably won't lift this pedal. There was a time when I was able to lift it a little bit. So you can place, I've seen people place both feet. I could never do that. I place one foot on top, one foot under, and then you try to lift the pedal. So ways to make that easier on yourself is you could put a yoga block under this and start it a little higher, and then you could lift it. But you can see, wow, for me to lift this pedal, I was leaning all the way over here to do that. And so it just reveals that, okay, LL, in your pull-ups, when you have two springs, whether they're on the bottom or even one top, one bottom, you're not engaging your upper abs enough. You're not lifting this enough. So when you change the spring settings on the Wunda Chair from what they originally intended to be to something a little harder, it actually will show you where you're probably cheating yourself. The Wunda Chair, something that I think is really important to understand is, A, it was the first piece of home gym equipment. Super cool. B, it is the most difficult piece of equipment there is, because look at this surface area that we have. This is it. When you look at your mat, look at the surface area you have. When you look at a Cadillac, look at the surface area you have. When you look at a Reformer, even still more surface area than this. So it's going to reveal that where you are relying on springs, straps, or more surface area to make things happen. So I highly challenge you to take one of these three exercises out of your practice, take a spring lower or to zero, and see how it goes. If you're like, girl, I could never do no springs, well, instead of one middle spring, go to one bottom spring and see how that changes it. It'll be very revealing. All right. If you are enjoying these Try These Tuesdays live, I want to hear from you. Put in the comments below. If you've got questions, remember your questions here on this channel, that's what dictates what future tutorials we make. So we love making what you're looking for. And so please post in the comments, let us know what you need. And thank you so much for subscribing, because it helps us make more videos like these. I'll see you next time.